Hello and welcome to English Language and Literature. Today, we will be discussing one of the most renowned plays in ancient Greek literature, Oedipus Rex by Sophocles. This play tells the story of Oedipus, the king of Thebes, who becomes ensnared or entangled in a tragic fate that was prophesied at his birth. Let's delve into it. Act 1 of Oedipus Rex begins with the people of Thebes begging their king, Oedipus, to save them from the terrible plague that has befallen their city. Oedipus, a wise and just king, promises to do everything in his power to help them, and sends his brother-in-law, Creon, to the oracle at Delphi to find out what he can do to save the city. While Creon is away, Oedipus speaks with a blind prophet named Tiresias, who warns him that the truth he seeks will bring him nothing but pain. Oedipus insists on hearing the truth anyway, and Tiresias tells him that he is the one who has brought the plague upon Thebes. Oedipus, who has no memory of his past, is horrified by the accusation and refuses to believe Tiresias. He accuses Creon of plotting against him and insists that the prophet is lying. Tiresias responds with a famous dialogue. Tiresias, alas, how terrible is wisdom when it brings no profit to the wise. Oedipus, you speak in riddles, old man. But I will free this land from the plague and rid it of this corruption, whoever he may be. After Tiresias leaves, Creon returns with the message from the oracle, which says that the murderer of the previous king, Laius, must be brought to justice in order to lift the plague. Oedipus vows to find and punish the murderer, and orders his people to help him in his search. The act ends with a famous dialogue between Oedipus and the chorus, in which the chorus asks the gods to help them and Oedipus declares that he will solve the mystery. Chorus: Great Oedipus, the power of Zeus is with you. Find us the remedy, find us release from this curse. Oedipus: I will. And may the power that spoke through the prophet guide me in my search. Act 2 begins with Oedipus interrogating a series of witnesses in his search for the killer of King Laius. He questions a shepherd who was present at the scene of the murder, but the shepherd is reluctant to reveal what he knows. In the meantime, Jocasta, Oedipus' wife and mother, begins to suspect that Oedipus may be the killer of King Laius. She reveals to Oedipus that King Laius was killed at a crossroads where three roads meet, the same place where Oedipus once killed a man in self-defense. She also tells him that the oracle had predicted that Laius would be killed by his own son, which never made sense until she realizes that Oedipus fits the description. Oedipus is horrified by Jocasta's revelations and begins to piece together the truth about his past. He sends for the shepherd again and eventually gets him to reveal that he had been given a baby boy to kill by King Laius and Queen Jocasta, but instead he had given the child to a stranger who had taken the child away to another land. It becomes clear that Oedipus is the child in question, and that Jocasta is his mother and wife. The act ends with a famous dialogue between Jocasta and Oedipus, in which Jocasta tries to convince Oedipus that the oracles and prophecies are not to be trusted. Jocasta: why should man fear since chance is all in all for him, and he can clearly foreknow nothing? Best live as lightly as one can, unthinkingly. Oedipus: your words are like the riddles of the Sphinx, full of hidden meaning. But I must know the truth, no matter what the cost. With this, the audience realizes the full extent of Oedipus' tragic fate, and the play moves toward its climactic conclusion. Act 3 of Oedipus Rex begins with a distraught Oedipus realizing that he is the son of King Laius and the murderer of his own father. He also realizes that he has been living in an incestuous relationship with his own mother, Jocasta. Jocasta, unable to bear the truth, runs offstage and kills herself. Oedipus is filled with anguish and decides to blind himself with Jocasta's brooches. He realizes that his pride and arrogance have led him to commit terrible sins, and he is consumed with self-loathing. He asks Creon to take care of his daughters and begs for forgiveness from the gods and from the people of Thebes. The chorus, in a famous dialogue, reflects on the tragedy that has befallen Oedipus and on the unpredictable nature of fate. Chorus: count no man happy till he dies, free of pain at last. Finally, Creon tries to comfort Oedipus and suggests that they go inside to discuss what can be done to help him. Oedipus, now humbled and broken, agrees to go with Creon, saying, "Oedipus, lead me away. I have no strength left to stand." The play ends with the chorus offering a final reflection on the story of Oedipus and its significance. Chorus: the noblest life can still be wrecked by fate, and wisdom counts for nothing. Such is the story of Oedipus, who has known the heights of power and the depths of despair. Oedipus Rex is a powerful play that explores themes of fate, free will, and the consequences of our actions. It raises questions about the limits of human knowledge and the inevitability of destiny. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this act-by-act summary of Oedipus Rex.